Last year, my father moved in with my wife and I. He's getting older, just didn't want to live alone, and we kind of talked it out, and he decided to come live with us here in Texas. One of the advantages of that has been that I spend every morning with my father. 6 a.m., we have a cup of coffee together, and it's not even reminiscing really, we just kind of talk about the day. But one of the things that it's done for me is to make me remember kind of my past, if you will, things that I kind of had forgotten about. And I want to tell you a story this morning about a time when I was 11 years old. It was bike culture. This was in the 80s, right? So I had my little bicycle and I was over at a friend's house playing, baseball in the front yard. And I picked up the ball and I threw it. It hit the window shattered, and all of us kids jumped on our bikes and we just scattered, took off. And I remember getting back home, Mom asked me, hey, is everything okay? Because it's different from me being home and that early in the day instead of playing. And I remember like, yeah, and I just disappeared into my room and I hid. Well, later that afternoon, a knock at the door. Sure enough, the parents of the house where I broke the glass, they showed up. And, parents doing what parents do, cleaning up after their kids. And I wasn't there to know what the conversation was with my father, but I think they worked it out. And my father came back to my room and he sat on the end of my bed. And I wasn't sure what to expect, how much trouble I would be in, but I could tell my dad's mindset was in a different place. And he just was very sincere in asking me, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you just tell me? And I didn't know what to say. I don't really, it's hard to remember what I felt like at 11 years old, but I just remember probably feeling shame, probably feeling afraid of like being in trouble, whatever that meant. And so hiding was the best option, I thought. And he said to me, son, think about the worst thing that you possibly could do. And I didn't really have any answers for him. And he said, maybe you hurt someone accidentally. Maybe you get mad and break something of someone else's, like this window, or you steal something. He said, and he paused, and this is the thing that I remember that changed me for the rest of my life. My father told me, he said, son, even if any of those things happen, I will still love you. And he hugged me. And he said, we will face the consequences together, but I should be the first person you tell. And I guess my message to you today as I walk through this lovely city of Austin, Texas, is no matter where you are in your journey with alcohol, no matter where you are, maybe with some struggle in life, maybe you found this video for some other reason, and it feels like a total mess, and you feel a lot of shame and want to hide, which I understand. Hiding feels natural. I just want to let you know that no matter what, you are a person that deserves love and acceptance. And if you're an adult, that has to start with ourselves, unfortunately, which is a hard thing to do. I know, after 7 years of sobriety. But I want you to know that it might not be quote unquote okay. There might be some shit you've got to go through. But you are loved. You will be loved. And it starts with loving yourself. That's what I've got for you today. Wish you the best. I hope this message will help you in some way. My name's Terry. Thank you for listening.